We're so chill. We're so chill today. Hello, welcome. I'm just chilling in my chair, so I'm very far away. What is this? What is what? What? I am very chill. My hair looks amazing right now. I can't describe it. Are we praising the sun? Salute the sun! I'm just very happy. It's a weekend, and I got to work remote for the first half of the day, and I got to be here in the afternoon with all of you. I never get to stream on a Friday afternoon, so this is very nice. Maybe I'll start taking, like, Friday afternoons off, so I could do it more often, depending on how today goes, but we shall see. But hello, all the plushies, yes. We have so many of them, and this isn't even all of them. There's an upper shelf you can't see, and I have more plushies on my other bookshelf. Well, hello! It's nice to see everybody. Last time I streamed was on Monday. Is this Greg in sunlight? No, I'm not wearing a mustache! There is no mustache on my face, Susie. It cannot be Greg. Greg is not here at the moment. It is just Gray. I actually gave a presentation, like a very, like, informal presentation to my colleagues today, and, like, I put for, like, the presenter name, I put Greg, aka Greg, to some students, because some students will accidentally type Greg instead of Gray. And then, of course, Oz redeems fucking mustache. Thanks, Oz. And Oz, thank you for being here for 8 months!
Such a splendid offering to me. How very thoughtful there, my kin. I am taken aback, though I accept.
Thank you, Aries, for doing the most. Thank you for the check-in as well. Alright. I'm feeling... One could say I'm feeling fruity today. I'm feeling like... Oh. There we go. Also, yeah, this music, is very much, very good vibes, Owl, and it's DMCA free, so I can play this music all I want and not get a copyright strike. We absolutely love the midnight. Ethan would be proud, he would be. Also, thank you for the great is a gift TM, I will do that in a moment as well. How's everyone's weeks been? I hope y'all had good weeks. I had a very busy week at work. I had to facilitate a couple of workshops for our students, so that's all done. So, like, me taking this day off was like a reward for myself almost. Technically, I was actually supposed to go see my dad this weekend to get stuff done to my car, but realized, like, I'm gonna go up for my birthday instead because there's actually a recital happening on my birthday at my old university, so I kind of want to go to that. So I'm gonna make, like, a big trip out of it. But that's, like, that's, like, in April. So I'm like, how about I just, like, wait to come? Which I'm very glad I said something. So I didn't have to go. This weekend. I know I could have been better, Susie. I send you hugs. I send hugs. Pending that you want them. As I struggle very hard to get the backing off of this. I might just tape it at this. Oh, wait, progresso espresso. Yeah. Okay. So we're not gonna. I need my camera for this. Oop. Hello. I'm actually glad I went with a very thin mustache because I have a pimple right here. Does not like to stay to my face. Yes, also best DMCA free music, yes. Music is very, I love the Midnight. Midnight's got some good stuff. But hello, Greg is here. Hello. If you don't know who Greg is, there's Greg. Hi, Mira, welcome. Oh, fuck, there is Greg in the daylight. In the daylight. So no insurance, but my bank account is back, but I'm still non-existent in the eyes of the government. I mean, that could be a good thing or a bad thing. I mean, you could just go off the grid. Especially because, like, I've been going down, like, Twitter rabbit holes recently about, like, how fucked up the American government is and, like, all the laws they want to pass and shit. And I'm like, I know I need to stop, but, like, I can't stop myself. So, like, I've just been, like, seeing, like, posts about, like, oh, they want to pass all these laws that prohibit, like, wearing masks in public, and, like, the police are gonna be able to do essentially wherever the fuck they want, and I'm like, no. I would dream to be non-existent from the gov. But I'm sorry, Oz. I hope it all gets sorted soon. I know you had issues with it in the past. I hope you're able to get it. At least you have your bank account back, though. That's good, though. That you can have access to your funds that you rightfully deserve and rightfully have access to. Yeah, I feel like I'm wearing a gummy worm on my face. But also, like, can we talk about this? Can we talk about the swoop and how amazing it looks? It looks great. I don't know what I did this morning besides put product in, but it looks so good. Because normally, like, there's, like, this part from here down just, like, goes down on its own. Like, it just looks so good. I don't know what I did. It just looks fantastic. And I'm kind of here for it. I'm kind of sad that I'm not in office today. Because, like, when I have good hair days like this, like, I want to be able to flaunt it. Well, I guess I flaunt it to y'all. Mira, I hope you're doing well. Welcome. You look cozy with the cozy emote. Ash, hello, as well. Same, I also am that mood. A little sleepy. I have such a hard time getting up in the morning. Like, I will wake up at, like, my first alarm is set to go off at 6:15. Like, I wish I could just, like, get myself out of bed at 6:15. Like, I wish I was a morning person. No, my issue is just getting out of bed. Once I'm out of bed, I'm good, but, like, there's no motivation for me to get out of bed. So that is my issue. Once I'm out of bed, I'm fine. But it's everything, like, trying to get my ass out of bed that's the issue. Found out about my situation by checking my accountant to find it $100 million in debt. That's how my bank closes out accounts when people die. Oh, whoa! That's so weird! I never knew that. That's so odd. Like, $100 million in debt, and that's how my bank closes out accounts when people die. What? Why don't they just close the account? What is America? America's just a fucking enigma. Do we need to, like, make a conspiracy theory gray stream at some point where we just go down the rabbit hole of, like, all the fucked up shit America does? Like, do we need to do that? Like, it's gonna be very dystopian and very, like, weird, but, like, we could do that. Conspiracy theory gray also now needs, like, some sort of persona. Like, Greg has the mustache. What does conspiracy theory gray do? What do they have? Aaron becomes a Hospity streamer kid. Oh, no. Not me. Fighting sleep with sleep is fighting back. Yeah, and fighting and sleep has hands. So weird to put people in so much debt for dying. What the fuck? Yeah, can we add the UK to that list too? We're just as fucked up. Susie, I had to facilitate a cultural awareness training for students this week, and we were talking about, like, how, like, words in different languages are different depending on the language and the culture. So I told the story on how you kept saying the word pasty, but I kept thinking you were saying the word pasty and misspelling the word pastry for months. And I was like, and I told the students, like, and, like, the in-person students got a laugh out of it, actually. Like, and I was like, oh yeah, like, I thought she was referring to nipple coverings the entire time. No, she's referring to a British, like, not even baked good. It's, like, some sort of, like, savory dish that is British. And, like, I thought for the longest time she was just misspelling the word pastry. The in-person students gotta laugh at that. I really hope, like, my coworkers just didn't find it, like, too inappropriate. Like, it's a nipple covering. Like, my brain knows it's not inappropriate, because it's like, oh yeah, it's not like I'm talking about, like, a condom. Well, even then, like, it's still, like, we're talking about it in a cold, like, an educational setting. So it should be okay, but, like, yeah. One side of Hasanabi, the other side is Alex Jones, the conspiracy theory spectrum. Oh yeah, I heard of Alex Jones. Hasanabi, I don't think I'm familiar with them, actually. But Alex Jones, I know, is very, very right-wing. And, like, he stood trial, too, and, like, completely obliterated his defense or some shit, for the stuff about the Sandy Hook shooting, I think. But at least I have my 10 billion degree soup. Makes my breath fire almost. I love that for you. I saw that and was like, yes. I don't like soup that hot, eat temperature hot or spicy hot, but, like, if you love it, I love that for you. I actually ran out of salt, and I'm very sad I ran out of salt. Because eggs just taste like shit. Everything tastes awful without salt, and I kind of hate that, like, I'm so used to putting salt on everything that is what my taste buds are used to. Hi, Galaxy Echoes, welcome! Could we get a shout out for Galaxy Echoes, please? Galaxy Echoes does a lot of challenge and speedrun streams over on her channel. If you are interested in that sort of thing, please go check her out and check out her content. She puts a lot of effort into her content as well. Socialist communist, though I don't watch him enough to say much on his stances of ideals. That's fair. That's fair. People's mention Alex Jones, all I can hear is they're making the frogs gay. Yeah, of course, Galaxy. We appreciate having you here. Today we're gonna be, well, first we gotta open a package. And then we're gonna try out the Neoproxima demo. Which I've been graciously invited by the devs to look into, considering that I absolutely love Citizen Sleeper, and it kind of draws inspiration from Citizen Sleeper. And then, if there's time, and if I'm still feeling up for it, we'll play some more Witch Hand, because I'm really enjoying that game, and there's actually an update that just queued for the game, so let me, without destroying my entire stream, let's update it right now. Oh, that was fast. Cool. Yeah, I just know he's a meme like Alex Jones. Ah, okay, okay. I think I've heard the name, but I don't think, like, I can't associate a face with Hasanabi, unfortunately. But, so package. I know what this package is. I just have not opened it yet. I actually, in the midst of all my, work things I was doing today, I actually finished, like, 4 Etsy orders. To be sent out, and exclamation point Etsy in the chat will get you to my Etsy store. I do have a sale going through, I think, the end, like, through Valentine's Day. If you're interested, everything in my store is 25% off. I do have some Pride themed things in there, so, like, you can get some Pride stickers. You can get the little rats that you see in the corner over here. You can get those as stickers. Oh god. You can also get the Pride stickers as roses, and there's also bracelets. And I also do make Pokemon bracelets as well. My Pride stuff gets a lot more attention right now, because I just haven't been able to keep up with the Pokemon stuff, because, like, there's over 1,000 Pokemon now. That's too many, quote unquote, but also not enough at the same time, because we always need more shit. Is it one of the things for the things? It is the last thing I was waiting for my V cosplay. It was the last thing I was waiting for. If you aren't aware, next weekend I am going to KatsuCon, which is a primarily anime convention in the DC area. Ravaging Owl is probably very familiar with it, because I know you lived in this area for quite some time before moving. But I am going on Saturday. I am just cosplaying as Alan Wake. I have to finish the manuscript, and I need to finish, like, a couple more tweaks to my cosplay. And then, Familiar never went there. That's fair. That's fair. I mean, there's so many conventions in this area. It's hard to, like, try to go to all of them. I would like to try to go to all of them. Not as, like, in 1 year, though. I think I will go broke. I miss my DC peeps. We miss you too. I know I never got to meet you in person, but I miss you. Where are you based now? Are you in Colorado now? Or are you elsewhere now? And then on the Sunday, I am dressing as male-ish V from Cyberpunk. I mean, it's whatever gender people want to, like, say that I am, but, because, like, V's outfit can be any gender, like, doesn't matter, like, so, like, it's fine. And here is the thing in lots of bubble wrap. This is actually a lot bigger than I thought it was gonna be. Let me just move the box over here. Just outside Denver proper. Ah, okay. I've always wanted to go to Colorado, like, to visit. I did apply for a couple jobs out there when I was... What you got there? What you buying? What are you buying? Say Colorado. A giraffe. What you got there? A knife! No! Well, technically, I now have 2 knives. I'm trying how to open this without, like, cutting myself or anything around me. Tape and bubble wrap do not go well together. Okay. Oh, I love this song. No, double knife. That's not a knife. This is. I'm trying so hard. It looks so well done, though. Alright, I'm gonna have to perform more surgery on this. Oz, to answer your question, they are very stretchy. I can go grab one of my bracelets that I have, like, somewhere in my apartment to show you, but they are pretty stretchy. So they're rubber band bracelets, so, like, you can get them to be a specific size, for ease of, like, form fitting to your hand, but if you need it to, like, stretch around, like, your fist, it's so easy for it to do so. Chat's full of people that know great vines. I miss the Vine era. I have a thick wrist, but I ordered, I think, a 6 or 7 inch. That's what she said. But let me actually look. Because I have this information right here, available on my Etsy dashboard. That's not where I'm looking. Rubber bracelets never fit you. How come? Like... Oh, do you mean, like, depending on the rubber? Because, like, these are, like, very stretchy bracelets. I can show one in a second. They can legit cough my circulation. Oh, no. Like, these are not, like the ones you would get from, like, Hot Topic, where there's, like, not much stretch to them. Like, these are very stretchy. Yeah, depending on the rubber and also depending on how it's made. I'm probably sure there's an easier way for me to go through this. Okay, let me search your legal name. There it is. Susie, you ordered 6 inches. You ordered a 6-inch bracelet. Less damaging than TikTok, let's be real. Oh, for sure. Because especially because, like, Vine was, like, only, like, 6 seconds at a time. Instead of just, like... Well, like, now you can have up to, like, 10 minutes of video content. Ooh, hello. So this is the clip. I'm afraid to, like, maneuver it, but this is the knife. This is the prop knife. This isn't like a pointy or anything. And there's a switch. It's very hard to tell in the light, but it's got color to it. Oh, it's a press down. Okay. But yeah, it's like basically 3D printed, and it's got like this little thing to clip to like a belt or something, which there's a note in the box which I'm gonna read later on, like, but it's a pretty decent size because like V needed some sort of weapon and I was like, I'm not buying another gun. Hi Julie, welcome. How are you? You're just in time for the grand unveiling of my other knife. Greg has entered the arena. Fight! Yes, I will read those notes later, but grand reveal of the knife has been complete. I will put the box away. And by away, I just mean on the floor. Considering I'm playing a shit ton of Cyberpunk right now, I love this. Yes, exactly. But yeah, I appreciate you all, like, being here. We're gonna try out the demo for Neoproxima, which I will showcase the Steam store page, right now. So it's part of Steam's Next Fest, which you can go and play the demo yourself if you're really interested. But I was invited by the developer to play the game because I've played Citizen Sleeper. Citizen Sleeper was very much an RPG, text-based game that used the dice rolling mechanic in order to do actions. So similar to D&D, but not D&D, where your dice between 1 through 6 determined like how successful you'll be in the action. So if you have if you get like a 6, that's like absolutely you'll get the best outcome. But if it's like a 1, then it's a gamble between like 50% no, 25% neutral, 25% good outcome. Which I really liked that mechanic. I thought it was really cool. I still need to go back and 100% that game. Thank you, Oz. Yay! I'm glad. Yes, I'm very glad that Susie platinumed the game now. As she continues with her Nomad V, the 1V path that I probably will not do. Because that's just me. But okay, so this is Neoproxima. Investigating a time loop during the Cold War, light years away from Earth. Neoproxima is a text-based adventure game that combines exploration and simple RPG and survival mechanics. Plan your next loop carefully as you go as far as possible before time catches up with you. So, like, you can tell from, like, the screenshots, it looks like it has, like, it combines multiple different elements across different games, which I'm kind of excited about. So, we're gonna dive on into it. So I'm gonna go ahead and pause the music here as I pull up my library. Go into studio mode real quick so I can have this up, so I can that has which hand, which one can I get rid of? I'll create a new one. I don't think there's any sound right now. Okay. I'm gonna give it a second to see if it populates on my screen before I do anything. There it is. Honestly, the Nomad start is not as fun as other Vs, but he does get a quest that you can only do as that V. Oh yeah, that's the same for every V. So regardless of your life path, there's only a specific quest for that. Yes, I'm already very intrigued. I'm sure there'll be, like, options here and whatnot as we go through. 200 years, that's all it took from the first car to traveling the galaxy. Blessed by this celestial gift, what was once beyond reach, boundless and immortal, became accessible, finite, and transient. Our perception changed. With an unbound future before us, new questions replaced the old ones. What happens when the last star dies? Hi, Cole. How are you? Good to see you. We just started Neoproxima, so you did not miss anything. Alright, I'm floating in a void. Hello, he skitters across my screen. Yet my body hurts, and from the darkness comes a menacing voice. All life fades when no more stars. Existential crisis already? Yeah, we're having a crisis. I try to drift away, taking refuge in the nothingness that surrounds me, but the voice is getting more imperious. You missed the knife pulling. Yeah, I'll show the knife again later, once we switch games. It finds me. It grabs me. I can't run away. Révélez-vous, elle est Mademoiselle Farah. With a little icon. Oh, so that's like an, Farah, that's me. Algiers-born, French-raised xeno-archaeologist, adventure, entrepreneur. I hope they do update this to show, like, mouse icons. I emerge from sleep as if from an extended apnea, my entire body tense and my head raised in an instant. Just gave my gold over there. Oh, this is Simone. Okay, hi Simone. He has been calling all morning. The neon light is blinding me and I barely distinguished Simone, the owner of the octopus, 75 years old and has more energy than me. I definitely relate. I feel like there's definitely people who are older than me that have way more energy than I do, and I'm like, how do you do it? It's grandma. As she removes her hand from my shoulder and heads back to her kitchen. Oh, okay, so that's how we introduce the new scene here. Okay. I curse my tense body as my head starts spinning. I feel parched, and my stomach is acting up. What the hell happened? I force my eyes to open a bit more. I'm sitting on a small chair in front of a steel table, facing half a dozen pints of beer. Oh, did our girl get drunk? Is that what happened? Alright, I guess I have my answer then. Yeah, girl got drunk. Alright, cool. She got drunk. Me for real. Not me for real. I don't do that. Because I don't like the taste of alcohol. La brasserie du Poupée. Sorry, it's been so long since I've taken French. The Octopus Bar of the Kairos colony, founded by the French in 1973. Kairos is our home for now. The site is filled with Colossus ruins, but the main attraction is the sarcophagus. The first and the only bar in Kairos, which we've already explained. The Octopus Brasserie. Simone's establishment is the best bar, restaurant, and hotel you can find in a 2,000-kilometer radius. That's a big radius. Well, not really, but the only one to serve correct food anyway. In front of me, swimming in his aquarium, the real alien tech-enhanced octopus is returning my gaze. Wait, there's an octopus? Do we get to see the octopus? Oh, no. Could someone please answer this damn phone? And this is Duncan. Turn to my right. Duncan, who is Chenda's husband, a good engineer but a stubborn man. Okay. Looks okay, his back almost straight against his chair, but I bet his head hurts just as much as mine. We were robbed! I want to see the octopus, okay? Also, I do like this music. This music's very nice. He's just better at hiding it. I can hear Simone. Oh, and you can hover over this text to kind of see. And you can scroll up to see, like, what's already happened in the conversation. Grumbling to herself before she answers the phone, she speaks in French, and my brain is too dry to understand any of it. 0 out of 8 game, we cannot see the octopus. Who knows, we might see it in a second. She slams the phone down harder than necessary, and then comes back to our table. That was the commandant, for the 4th time this morning. He wanted to be sure you're on your way to some kind of ruin. She starts picking up bottles and glasses from our table, making ostensibly more noise than usual. Oh, so she's purposely being loud and obnoxious. We love that for her. We love a petty old grandmother. The old woman can be an angel, but she sure doesn't enjoy acting as our secretary. That is also very true. Oh, she angy. She very angy. I told him you were already gone, so move it, kids. I snatch a lonely glass of water just before she can steal it from me. Alright. Duncan, can you carry Chen to the truck? Chen is the most brilliant physicist I know. She has a close friend. She's been a close friend since we studied together. Okay, so Chen is Duncan's wife. I'm okay. I can walk. My short friend stands up to illustrate her point before puking all over the floor. Oh lord. Susie, have you ever had an experience like this? I call out Susie specifically because I know she's definitely had some fun times drinking. Susie, I love you. I look at Simone, bracing for a heap of scolding, but all she does is sigh and wander back to her kitchen. I get up more carefully than my teammate and give her some of my water. Okay, so now we have a little thing in the corner, I guess, like, with each of us and, like, what we order inventories. Thank fuck no, but my friends. I think you should let her husband help you. Oh, that's what she said. Okay, she answers with a smile, and the giant man lifts her off the floor without effort as we exit the bar. Okay. Okay, use the pad. Okay. Okay, so I'll actually email back the developer. Buckle up. I don't know where we're going. You don't look so good. Still better than you. This driving is actually kind of horrible. We can do- that's the only thing I can do. Okay, cowboy, take it, but you remember where to go? He said southeast in the canyon. Shouldn't be hard to find. I love this visual, though. I'm going to be sick. Try to rest. I told you celebrating yesterday was a stupid idea. Oh, so it's like a fog of war, so the more you explore, the more you find. Come on, we scored big, we had to celebrate. And I have a good feeling about today. Going to take a nap, wake me up once we get there. No, I want to watch this. I want to watch the scenery unfold. Yeah, where is he driving? Alright, we're at a canyon ruin. This was a stupid idea. I refuse to answer again. Complaining is Duncan's way of handling pressure, and I need to focus my attention elsewhere. Can't really have a civilized conversation while hanging to a wall above a several hundred meter abyss. Oh, are we playing Jasant now? Is that what we're doing? Or we're playing the real rock climbing game? I'm also like a couple achievements away from finishing the game. Or complete 100%ing it. Oh, we do have up top, we have 1975 June 8th, Sunday, 6 a.m. Remaining time units. Most actions consume time units. Do what you have to do before you run out of time. Interesting, okay. Sounds safe as fuck. I'm sure it's safe. I'm sure. Absolutely positively sure. We had a good start, though. The commandant's coordinates were correct, and we found ruin all right. The structure is hugging a deep canyon and has been breached in several places by falling rocks. This proved to be a blessing. As the main doors stayed stubbornly closed, we had to get creative to advance further. We dropped most of our gear and started climbing. An opening in the building provided an easy route. Or so I thought. The absence of good grips, combined with the raging wind, makes the exercise a bit too precarious for my taste. The hangover probably doesn't help either. I look down at my partners. Duncan is holding well despite his weight, but Chen is white as a ghost. She won't hold much longer. Alright, let me try that hook again. Ooh, okay. The rope and its grapple are heavy in my right hand. I aim at the opening 3 meters high, so... Throw the grappling hook. Oh, so it's like a little spinny thing. Okay, yeah, so if it's in the orange, it's a success. If it's red, then it's a fail. Okay, interesting. That's interesting a way to do it. Oh, so I guess this is concept art, like, this hasn't fully been fleshed out what this is yet. Okay, maybe? I'm not sure. If not, it's very abstract. The hook finds a crack and I pull it in place. The wind screams again, engulfed in the canyon below us. We're not going to last. Okay, this looks solid enough. Let's move. We climb up the rope one by one and crawl in a small opening. Chen is white and her legs are shaking, but Duncan seems to be doing just fine. The man is a beast. Oh, so those little triangles are where we are. Okay. I leave the rope in place. We might need to exit the way we came in. I switch my attention to the room. A simple rectangle. 2 of its sides are made from the gray concrete. The Colossus, which is an alien civilization we borrow technology from. They lived on this planet a few centuries ago, but seem to have disappeared since then. As to why, nobody has a clue. So very much like Mass Effect in that. The Colossus seem to love the one from which we entered and the opposite one. The others are made of some kind of glass panels covered by dust or vines, giving an impressive point of view on the canyon and allowing the sun to bathe the room. I'm curious to know, like, why are they here? Like, what are they looking for? And what was their discovery, like, the prior day? Because this is supposed to be, like, during the Cold War era, or, like, just after the Cold War, so I'm curious to know, like, how all this relates. But the sun sheds light on something more peculiar here. Well, actually does not. The huge room, probably 1,000 square meters, is entirely empty. Marks on the ground prove that it was not always the case, but something or someone removed all of the place's content. I turn to Duncan. What do you think? Colossus cleared the building before leaving. No looters could have done that. He points to the marks on the floor. He looks small in the giant room. The architects of this place, the Colossus, were tall. Extremely tall. Duncan and his 1.9 meters would have been a dwarf to them. So he's nearly 6 feet tall. He shakes his head. I'm afraid it's possible we are wasting our time here, girls. Alright, how do you feel? Good. He looks at Chen, still shaking next to the opening, and lowers his voice before continuing. Let's not do that again, you hear me? His eyes flash with anger. We could have come back better prepared. This was not necessary. I tap him on the shoulder, awkwardly. Come on, since when are you afraid of a little climbing? My attempt to lighten his mood falls flat as I half expect smoke to come out of his ears. Duncan has plenty of qualities. A great engineer, he always speaks his mind, handles pressure masterfully, is not afraid of putting himself at risk for others. He saved my life several times since we arrived on Neoproxima. And never once have I had to save his. Okay, so Neoproxima is the planet where the UFOs came from. What? What? I don't remember that from U.S. history. What? I have questions. I have questions. I have questions. Hello, soundboard. Actually, no, I do not have I have questions on my soundboard. I need to add that then. Breathable atmosphere, incredible wildlife. This is the new frontier, the first stone paving man's way to the stars. Yeah, we're gonna destroy Earth, so we're gonna inhabit your planet instead. Fuck off, indigenous creatures. That's basically what we said. Conspiracy theory Grey is gonna be in full force right now. Do I need to, like, make, like, a tinfoil hat or some shit? Oh, and also, Oz did redeem for Grey as a gift, and I totally forgot about it. I'm so sorry. Yeah, Conspiracy Theory Grey needs something, because Greg has the mustache. So Conspiracy Theory Grey also needs something. I don't know what it is. But it has to be something that I can, like, easily remove and put on. So, like, when we have those moments, like, I can just be like, okay, conspiracy theory hat on. But we can figure that out later. Or you can brainstorm now, I don't care. He also has some flaws that get on my nerves, like overprotecting everyone. Yeah, I'm not quite sure why I was in such a hurry to enter this place. Well, other than finding what could be the key to open the largest ruin this planet has to offer, tinfoil hat or a sock on your hand. We could do the sock on my hand. Perhaps a sock. I'll have to pick, like, my least favorite pair of socks. Socks that I do not want to wear. And have them, like, at the ready. Still, he is right. This was foolishly bold. Rylan made you a conspiracy sock. Oh my god. He would. No point dwelling on this place. I think that's supposed to be dwelling. Before I could add anything, a deep and ethereal sound resonates in the building, looping slowly while the ceiling began to shine gently. Yes! Hell yeah. Jackpot. Chen stands up immediately. The excitement had erased all fatigue from her face. Oh, that's a good sign. A really good sign. Intrusion alarm and power, and the alarm seems pretty low pitched too, maybe even lower than all previous records. I'm not sure, I need to check that. Big guy, prepare the microphone for me, would you? Jen is a short woman smaller than me, but she has more energy than both Duncan and I together when it comes to the Colossus stuff. What do you mean, lower? Well, you know how it is. Most rooms are not really protected. Sure, you may need to climb or blow up some walls, but once you're in it, that's it. But when there's an alarm, when there's an alarm, it means game-changing discoveries. What kind of discoveries? In a ruin like this, anything you could have ever imagined. But this one has even more potential. The commandant told us enough that I could make some assumptions. Her smile is enough to cheer me up. Pretty sure that the old man is smart enough to know where we would guess our real goal here, but no point mentioning it. I think the key is here, Farah. The item everyone is looking for, the way to open Kairos sarcophagus. Okay, so we got some new words here. So this key is something, an object, an interface, supposed to help us get inside the sarcophagus, which makes sense. Also, can we see? Ooh, so we can see our dexterity, our strength, and intelligence. Okay. And then we have a bomb. We have a terminal, a sound recorder, a digital camera, a compute machine, a computer, and a first aid kit. Interesting, okay. And then the Kairos sarcophagus is a massive black sphere stuck deep into the ground north of the colony. For now, nobody managed to crack it open. Ooh. Okay. I'm intrigued. I'm very intrigued. She gives a quick look to her husband. Of course we are pretty much kids playing with grown-up toys, so we must be careful. We won't want another Tenea incident, right? Alright, Tenea SVR-3. Secret Link or Secret Connection was a Soviet research base south of Cairo City. The base blew up in a nuclear explosion 2 months ago caused by, if you trust the official report, a malfunction in the base's portable reactor. Chances are the Soviets toyed with something they could not handle. So this is an alternate timeline to, like, what happened during the Cold War with the Soviets. Very intrigued by it. I'm incredibly intrigued. Okay, so what about the alarm? Well, it could be anything, really. Colossus was pretty funny about that. Usually it triggers non-lethal countermeasures, sealing things off, auto-destruction of rooms or artifacts. In one case, the building just sank into the ground, too. So you mean we should GTFO? Is that what you're saying right now? We should just get the fuck out? Okay, Jen, whatever you say. She smiles. Of course non-lethal for them is not always safe for us. A crew got stuck and starved to death once. They did not have the strength to pull up an emerging Colossus hatch. Funny indeed. Considering the alarm's tune, pretty sure it's going to be lethal this time. At least nothing we would like to stick around, you see. The lower the tune, the more dangerous it gets. I hear Duncan cursing behind us, and I'm with him on this one. Chen is the opposite of her husband when it comes to choosing priorities. Yeah, we gotta GTFO. We gotta get the fuck out. How long do we have, Chen? Hard to say. There isn't any really pattern. Could be 10 minutes. Could be an hour. No. No more than an hour, I would say. Let's say 30 minutes. That sounds about right. She's still pretty chill about it. Alright, let's move. I walk toward the door in the empty room. We should be able to open it if we pull together. Okay, so we're going to force the door open. Gonna spin the wheel of fate over here. The door slowly opens on a glass-walled corridor with a spectacular view. In front of the door, what looks like an elevator shaft, also made of a transparent material with no elevator in sight. But it seems like the shaft is like right here or something. The corridor continues right and left of the door with a room on both sides. Okay, we should update our logs. Ooh, okay. Use the rumors button to keep track of your adventure. The star icon indicates there's new things to read. Okay. Oh, this draws so much. This also draws inspiration from Outer Wilds. Alright, Commandant Lousteau. Famous on Earth for his work around nature and its protection, the Commandant was sent to Neoproxima by de Gaulle's government to lead the French efforts in Kairos. Okay, the canyon ruin. Colossus base hanging to a deep canyon that Lousteau tasks us to explore. The ruin seems to have been emptied by the Colossus, which is weird. The blasting alarm proves that the building has power and is protected by a defense mechanism. We need to get out as fast as we can, or we risk being trapped here or worse. The Kairos Key, based on what Lousteau told us, Chen theorized that Colossus artifact is needed to open the sarcophagus door. The biggest ruin ever found on Neoproxima and the reason Kairos colonies was established, a gigantic structure digging deep into the ground topped by a giant sphere. The whole thing is covered in dirt, rock, and trees looking like a huge hill. Attempts to get inside the sphere, the sarcophagus, were all major setbacks. Alright, so I always like to go left to right, so we're gonna go left first. Half the room sits in the canyon down below. The view is quite spectacular. What's left looks like a living space, 200 square meters or so, with giant tables scattered around. On the other side of the room, a circular niche in the wall and its interface seem to be active, a storage accessor. Like in most Colossus ruins, vegetation is taking over. It seems that their construction material was engineered to be biodegradable, slowly but surely. The whole floor is covered by thick purple bushes. Better patch ourselves up. Their thorns are big and sharp enough to pierce our suits. We could try jumping on the tables, but we should patch ourselves up before all the climbing took a toll on us. Okay, so in the inventory... Okay, cool. Okay, I want to explore... I want to check the elevator. That's the only way downward. The round walls are transparent, some kind of heavy resistant glass, and give us a beautiful view of the canyon around us. On the floor above, the elevator blocks the entrance. Considering the alarm is still ringing, I doubt we could use it. Below, the shaft opens onto the void at its base. Climbing down without equipment is a no-go. Back in the glass. Okay. Let's go to the right. This may have been a small lab, but it currently looks more like a jungle in a box. The roof collapsed and the hole was used as by gigantic vines to colonize the whole room, with black stems and purple leaves as big as my head. The glass panels on the exterior walls provide the necessary light for the plants to overrun everything. The air is surprisingly moist. It feels like being in a terrarium. Clearing the whole place would take days. We could use the thick vines to make a makeshift rope. What marvelous fauna? The plants are species of invasive vines reminiscent of those that cover homes on Earth. However, like most things in Neoproxima, these things are oversized. Those are pretty common. and most colonies in temperate areas have to fight against them constantly to prevent buildings from collapsing under the weed mass. Okay, so... So we're back at the jungle lab. Let's cut some rope. Make a makeshift rope. Let's go to the left. Let's jump on those tables. Just barely, Chen. Oh my god. Got across elegantly and access the Colossus device. Definitely a storage accessor. Duncan recognizes the technology immediately. Accessors allowed the Colossus to teleport small objects from a relatively short distance. Trying to replicate this technology on Earth did not go well for the Yankees. Oh, Lord. The accessor is composed of a niche inside the wall, waist high for the Colossus, with a black cube next to it. While they are quite common, the feeling is still the same. Machines built by an alien race hundreds of years ago on a faraway planet. Discovering them, touching them, not in a crowded museum or a cold, lifeless lab, but inside the very building that the Colossus built. Is there anything more exhilarating than being the first? Well, we are in luck. Welcome, stranger. Colossus did not use screens, buttons, or keyboards to interact with their machines, but physical objects like this cube. Each of its sides is composed of around 40 small facets that can move inside or outside the cube. Hey, Wi-Fi Toaster, no worries that you're being in lurk mode. We appreciate you being here regardless. I hope your workday is going well. You can listen to me just keep talking for like what's gonna feel like hours at this point. Chen recently told me that those cubes inspired a Hungarian Rubik, who created a toy last year. Rubik is a name of... No, it's Stanley Kubrick, not Rubik. Stanley Kubrick is who I'm thinking of. So Rubik's Cube. It's actually named after Rubik's Cube. But I was thinking of something completely unrelated. But still, Rubik's Cube. Selling pretty well, although he refutes the obvious inspiration. Well, not all interfaces look like cubes. They all take a clear geometric shape. Colossus apparently got more information from the shapes and their facets, in addition to the sounds they emit, than we do with screens. From now, the cube looks beautiful, its copper-like highlights shining under the sun. Like most of their creation, this would probably be considered the works of art on Earth. Earth is once considered so unique that some thought we were alone in the universe. Earth has lost some of its prestige. Oh shit. Still, despite the new futures offered by the Colossus technology, or maybe because of them, the Cold War gets hotter every year. Oh no. Me peeling the stickers to solve the cube. Touching or taping a specific facet will pull the accessor online. Alright, let's check what's inside. I gently put my hand against the cube and its facets start moving up and down as it starts emitting a complex, layered, and looping sound. Oh, we do have a new room where we can look at. Okay, so Neoproxima. This is where the mysterious gifts we received back in 1962 came from. A big blue ball, well, more cyan than blue and a bit smaller than Earth, but still. The first men to set foot on this lushing planet in 1965 must have felt the same rush as Earth explorers a long time ago upon availing a new land. High levels of oxygen resulting in oversized fauna and flora and no toxic gases. They probably could not believe their luck. In fact, until today, Neoproxima compatibility with our kind is a mystery. Okay. Okay, my hand is lightened by a pale blue light emitting from a cube's core and finding its way through the gaps on the surface. Okay, so we can use... So let's... Okay, so we had to use all 3 items. Okay. Let's see what we have on the menu here. Chen quickly fetched our microphone, a tape recorder, and plugs them into the boxy computing terminal. I helped Duncan install the digital camera, a big gray box with red markings, one side featuring the internal camera objective. Understanding a Colossus interface information requires to combine the sounds it emits and the shape and color of its structure, and we do that in real time, comparing them to our own database. Few crew have access to a portable digital camera yet, and we spent quite a sum for this one. Scanning. Few seconds left. Chen already plugged both recording devices in her analyzer, and the computer hard drive spin while it's starting to scan. I don't remember computers acting like this, but then again, I was not born in that time zone. But I can believe it. But I already know the results. A Z battery. My sudden remarks startled Duncan, but a few seconds after Chen's terminal chimes to confirm my analysis. Getting good at this, Duncan seems generally impressed. Chen lets a quiet laugh out. Oh god. That's the closest thing to a compliment I'll get from Duncan in a while. Today is my lucky day. I smiled to his remark while looking at my terminal, checking where to touch the cube to access the battery. Few tap on the cube and the Z battery appears in the niche with a gentle chime. The teleportation is so instantaneous that it's always a bit disconcerting. Duncan bags the small object with a satisfied look. Key or not, this will sell well in Kairos. Okay. Alright, so let's go to the elevator shaft. I'm gonna use the rope to climb down. Who else but Aaron? It's Aaron. You never know what they're gonna do next. I don't know what you're quoting, but hi, Brendan. It's actually Greg, considering that I'm wearing a mustache. It is Greg, but it's fine. I tease. How are you, Brendan? We're here for a Friday afternoon stream because I had a half day at work because I took my time off. Hashtag use your leave, everybody. Use your time off. You earned it. Jedediah did not work in the coal mines for you not to use your time off, so be sure to use it. We're checking out a game called Neoproxima today. I would estimate we're about halfway through the demo at this point, but I'm not entirely sure. Considering that I am reading the demo out loud, it could take a little longer, while also chatting with chat as well. So I hope you're doing well, Brendan. I appreciate you stopping on by. Okay. Chen and Duncan hold the makeshift rope and I lead the way. 5 meters down and I'm in the front of the next and last exit. As soon as I step on the cornice, the low-pitched alarm suddenly changes its tone, getting awfully loud. Chen lets out a scream, while Duncan mumbles a profanity. Interesting couple of days. I am more than willing. I just got home from a much-needed haircut though. Ooh! Haircuts are very nice. I always feel nice after I get my side shaved. Because it makes me feel like I got my entire head cut, because like I wait like 2 months, at least 2 months in between to get the actual top cut. But yeah, like even just getting my side shaved just feels like so nice. It feels like my entire head got like a haircut. But yeah, feel free to, if you want to talk about it, you can, but I also understand if you don't want to talk about your interesting couple of days, but I hope you're well. My DMs are open if you do want to talk about anything that's more private, or things that you don't want to share with the class, for whatever reason. It ain't good, Farah. The brute is right. There's clearly some kind of warning in this sound, even if my ears can't quite understand the exact meaning, but my attention is fixed on the doors in front of me. They are not like the plain gray and slightly grained usual doors that I've came across a dozen times in the past years. Those are darker, almost black, and made some sort of reactive matter. Nanoparticles. This is it. Okay, so nanoparticle material. This material was first discovered after excavating Cairo's sarcophagus. Almost blackish surface is made of billions of small particles, allowing it to change shape and even heal itself. While not totally uncommon, Colossus reserved the use of nanoparticles to their most precious items. Ooh. Farah! Chen's voice seems worried. I get my talkie, which is a walkie-talkie. Stay put. I'm calling the commandant. Our current boss will want to know about this. I choose the correct channel and press the orange button. Let's make this quick. Ici Farah. Appel pour le commandant. Over. Here Farah. For le commandant. I forget what appel means. Ici nouveau continent. Patientes on instant. Over. I know EC means here. Nouveau is new. In it, oh, so she's saying Farah here, possibly speak with commander or the commandant. Over. EC new continent. Patient, 1 moment, please. That's probably what, or 1 moment. Over. That's probably what it means. Answered in French. I guess mine is getting better then. Lousteau. Lousteau here. What is going on, Farah? Some good news? His French accent does not impede his English. I quickly summarize our progress. It looks like we found the vault you were looking for. These are not the droids you are looking for. So not too long ago, so not to go into too much detail, not that I don't want to share, but I respected your stream and it's supposed to be a happy place, but TLDR, almost quit my job, at my wit's end with it. People are awesome, job itself has been sucking the life out of me for years. Been there since I was 17, I'm miserable at it now. Probably go more detail into your DMs later. I mean, if you want to vent, I'm more than okay with it. Like, you gave, like, a heads up, so, like, I'm cool with it. But I could totally understand, like, wanting to be done with your job. Like, I love my job, but there's certainly some days where I'm just like, get me the fuck out. Like, I don't want to be here anymore. But, like, I'm only been here, like, 1.5 years, not, like, as long as you have with your current job. Like, I'm not sure if you're looking for advice, so I'll refrain from giving it advice, but, like, just know, like, you're not alone. There's definitely other people who are in the same place as you with, like, I don't want to say, like, stuck in a rut, but, like, you're getting bored and tired of your job and, like, you don't know, like, where else to go or, like, what else to do with it. It's, like, totally relatable content there. I'm sorry you're going through that, Brendan. Oh, music shift. Hello. Just take a swig of water real quick. I'm picturing we'll take a break, when we go to switch games, which I don't know how long I'll be. A few seconds of silence as I press the button to repeat my message. He finally answers. Parfait. Great work. I am going to send a team. We can't take any risks. I think we already are. Countermeasures can trigger any time. I say we blow the door, grab the prize, and get out. No, no, no. You don't understand. Wait for my team. Do not touch anything. That's an order. I cut the conversation. Oh shit. I shut both him and the talkie off. The commandant has always been a control freak. He will have his key, but I will be the one to touch it first. So we're moving or not? I look up and see Duncan's head looking down at me. Lousteau wants us to wait, but I say we open this box now. Throw the explosives. Duncan frowns, but before he has time to answer, Chen is already pulling up the rope, forcing him to help. I knew she would not turn around, not this close. Behind this door lays the key to open the biggest ruin ever found on Neoproxima. Who has the key will be the next Carnarvon. Carnarvon, also known as the George Edward Stanhope Molly Noel Herbert, was the 5th Earl of Carnarvon, a British peer and aristocrat. Susie, do you know them? You're British, you should. He is best known for sponsoring the excavation of the Tutankhamun's tomb in the Valley of Kings in Egypt. It's interesting how, like, they lay in, like, actual history in with this, like, alternate timeline of what history could have been. It's really interesting to see how, like, they're weaving all that together. Also, that is one very long name. George Edward Stanhope Molyneux Herbert. That is a very long name. Why do you have 5 names, sir? No. Incorrect. Don't need that information. Honestly, though, real talk, get me to next weekend. Next weekend's gonna be hype as fuck. That's the light at the end of the tunnel for me. Oh, I'm glad! What is happening next weekend, if you don't mind me asking? Sounds British, sounds rich. He probably is. Let's just hope the Colossus did not leave a curse like the Pharaohs. Alright, use alien bomb. Doggett straps the explosive to the rope, and I quickly set up fireworks. Set up the fireworks, tracing lines to the alien chemical and setting the power source before climbing back up. Precision charges like those are rare, a marvelous example of mankind adapting the peaceful Colossus technology to blow things up, but they come handy. Misread that as use alien boob. Use the alien boobs to blow up everything. Even so, there is a real possibility that it won't crack the nanoparticle doors. Kairos sarcophagus has never been breached, the material healing itself too fast. Well, here goes nothing. Going to an outdoor hockey game, once in a lifetime opportunity for me, and that big 1K, hopefully 24-hour stream. Oh, yay! That's very exciting. I hope you have fun. I doubt it, and that's okay. Yeah, as long as, like, you have fun with it, because that's all that matters. Okay, I am taking the mustache off, because it is actually, sorry, the excess hair is starting to bother. Okay, but I might put it back on. Okay. But yeah, it's really fun. We're both doing big things next weekend. I'm going to a local convention in the area, which is going to be a lot of fun. I'm nervous because I heard it's really, really crowded. And I'm definitely going to be wearing a mask because I'm a little petrified of large crowds and, like, getting COVID again because, fucking hell. I don't want to get COVID again. That sucked. Excuse me. Okay, let's trigger this detonator. Initializing welcome, Farah. Ooh. So almost like it reset the systems. Yeah, it's always very exciting, yeah. A quiet buzz followed by the sound of a heavy object falling down. We abseil down. A perfect opening has been cut in the door, like a sharp blade going through some cardboard. The fallen slab, 20 centimeters thick, has fell inward. Cut from any power source, the nanites look dead. Its surface is slightly gray. Well, not that hard after all. Alright, we enter the vault. Hey! That's the demo! Yay! We did it! We finished the demo! Yay! Exciting! What are y'all's thoughts? What do you think? I think the art style is really interesting. I'm excited to see more of, like, the actual gameplay of it beyond just, like, the RPG text-based. Because that's what really drew me into Citizen Sleeper, was, like, I was very intrigued by the story, but also, like, the actual mechanics of playing the game were a lot of fun. So, like, having to roll the dice, like, using the dice to slot into different areas. And obviously this is a demo. This is not, obviously, the full package. This is definitely not the final package that we'll see of the game. Like, the spin chance thing is a concept. I wonder, like, if you'll be able to get, like, rerolls and stuff. Or if, like, certain things are always going to be a guarantee. Like, I hope the spin chance thing is, like, not, like, just a guise for anything. Like, I hope, like, it's an actual chance that you are taking and not, like, oh, like, it's just to show the guise of, like, a chance. Perhaps for the demo it was to showcase, like, oh, this is the thing that's you're gonna be using. But I hope, like, in the actual game, like, it'll have, like, there's a chance to, like, the chance to fail is actually, like, real. Also lately I've been heard German for myself, so I totally get the mask sentiment. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna be masking while I'm there. Yeah, and I like the art style. The art style is really interesting. There are some typos that I noticed. I think I'm gonna leave a comment to the devs like, hey, please proofread. There are typos that I noticed, and again, I don't know if they're translating from a different language to English, which could result in some typos, but there are some typos that I noticed. So I'll definitely be that's how you get to settings. Oh, there's a streamer mode button. Okay, I didn't know that. LMAO. But yeah, so we're gonna exit out of the game. Yeah, because apparently, like, the game is gonna have, like, a loop of some sort. So, like, it's gonna be similar to Outer Wilds, where you're in this, like, time loop a little bit. So, like, I know that's coming, but obviously this is not full release. So I'm excited to see what comes of it. But yeah, and I love, like, the cover art and stuff. It's really, really cool. But yeah, we are going to switch gears and we're going to play some Witch Hand, which means I'm going to end stream, switch us over to Witch Hand, and then restart stream, which will also coincide with our 5-minute break. So let me just get this open for a second. Oh yes, get some din-dins. If y'all need to take a minute to breathe or whatever, self-care is importante, so please do that. Okay, I'm gonna change this over. Okay, so we'll be back in 5 minutes. You might have to refresh your screen in like a hot second, but I'll type that into chat when you do. And we're gonna play some Witch Hand for a little while. But I will see you all in 5 minutes, so see you soon.